7. Lucy, Lucy. Lucy, Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
47. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Early down stuff, so put this. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Spread left, spread left, spread left. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Sunday, Sunday. So right, so right. 11, 11. Move.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
11.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Omaha. So right. So left. Check. Green 80. Move. Green check.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tavon Austin. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's
realized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 47.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47, 47. Here you go. 26.
Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
11. Set. Green 80. Move. Green is it.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On second down, here's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, spread right, snap.
Bortles will keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go, trip left.
Bortles now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Green 80.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Green 80.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says, let's take a timeout. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Green 80. Spread right, 72. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Stays on his feet. Room here to run. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
41's the will. There we go. 26.
Right back to him on 1st down. And Hill running right through it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Good. Hey, 47. 26. Good. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Good. 26.
Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake. Up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Lucy. 372.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. It's complete to Graham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
11B. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Hank.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good pickup there of 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end drop. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Intended that time for Cooper. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
372. 72, 72, 72, 77, 77. Check four.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles will try again on second down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, you got three. Lucy.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
11. Hank. Lucy.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Bortles. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Finding some room at midfield. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And finally brought down at the 38. That one goes for 24 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Go ahead, Watch 19. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Let's go, let's finish now. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's finish now. Here you go. Here you go, 46. 26. 26.
Prescott from the gun. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Next way. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Prescott down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back now in Jacksonville. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line.
47. Here we go. 488. 46.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
26. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hank. 380. 380.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bortles. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. You want on a 1st down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here you go. Here you go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It's coming now. There we go. Kill. Here we go. 47. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 47. Go. Get out there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hank. 372. Hank. Mike 39, Lucy.
Back to throw, Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 56 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now Bortles. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sean Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
11.
Bortles to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Lucy. Set. Green 80. Move. Green is set.
To throw is Bortles. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Leemo will put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know...
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.
Plotting on my come up, gotta watch, stay at my nose.